Hello, and good evening. Welcome once again. Joining us back here, I am the Corundum Cat, the semi-professional Twitch streamer with the best-looking audience on the internet. This is episode... What episode is this? This is episode 12 of our fully voiced long play of Shadow Hearts 2, Shadow Hearts Covenant. And joining us first with the almighty Tim, he knows what's what. Yeah, no, I need to get some recognition for the audience. Y'all are beautiful, which is why you're the best looking audience on the internet. So, where were we? In episode 11, we faced down with historically accurate Rasputin in the evil H.R. Geiger-esque, that one ship from the first Aliens movie temple, castle in the middle of Petrograd, the Idar Flam. We beat up Rasputin, who had turned into a cross between a human lung and a set of testicles, with a fantastic beard. Again, continuing the trend for this channel that all of the villains have better facial hair than our protagonists. It bothers me personally. That's why we beat him up. Had nothing to do with the whole, demonic manifestation planning on taking over the world thing. It was the beard. Gimli knows what's what. So, with that done, we got a little villains dying info dump, as they are wont to do. There's no honor amongst thieves, much less demonically possessed, whatever you would call Rasputin. Political activists in the weirdest possible sense. Mad monk. There we go. So he sold out his lieutenant, Nicholas Conrad, the last standing member of Sapientes Gladio, who is headed to the Vatican to unleash malice upon the world. Given that the First World War is already going on, I don't think things need to get more terrible. So we're going to go prevent that. After, of course, I spent a little time traveling the world and finishing some side quests here and there. I did beat those infernal boxes and guessing game back in La Havre in the wine cellar. And got the... Actually, I'll show this off. Did get the level... another soul drop from that. Did get the level 3 fire fusion, which just looks great. I do not know if it is going to be mechanically better than either Amon or Gwydion, the Earth fusion, but this thing it looks awesome. It's from another genre entirely, and I'm glad. I'd say it's on payroll, but it's just one of the many, many demons possessing our boy. I think we are pretty good to go back to where it all started. That is Appointed Tower is going to be the end of Disc 1, and I don't think it will take the whole session to get through it, unless they really throw me a curveball. There's a whole bunch of cutscenes. So following that, we'll be hoping that that Disc 2 loads properly and imports the save game. If not, this will be a weird and possibly short session, but we'll play it by ear as it goes on. For now, all of our preparations are complete. Having just said that, I'm going to second guess myself and double check with the Majamel brothers to make sure that we have all of our, bag of consumables. I did look in on the Great Gamma, who is still slightly off screen to the left. He does not have any new challenges for Joaquin. I didn't think there would be any until we run into him again elsewhere in the world. Yeah. How did Joard and Pierre beat us back here after we left them in the middle of Rasputin's evil temple in Petrograd, which then collapsed and sank into the swamp? I don't know, man. They're just the best at what they do. Okay, yeah, we got everything we need. Let's fail the 40% discount challenge. I only ever get that when I'm buying, like, a single item. 40 grand on the table? Yeah. Nope. Well, doesn't matter. Okay. And let's head back to the Vatican. Let's stampede some cattle. That's a deep cut. So back to the top? Yep. Oh, right. They go in order. right back to the beginning in Apollonia Tower. I wonder how Nikolai's doing. I'm sure he's doing fine. I'm sure this is fine. You roll up on a building like this, and the first thing is like, yeah, nothing bad is going to happen here. Like, historically or currently. Man, this is some Magus' castle stuff. The shot of the... No, I don't think this is random concept here. I gotta back up a little bit. Look at the moon framing the top of that tower. I backed up slightly too far. I left the Vatican. Yeah, no, oh, that's great. I really like that. That is as ominous as castles get. Like, Rasputin was trying too hard, you know? He had his evil castle assemble itself out of the city. No, you just need it good. Some good old world architecture, good moonscape. Dead bodies out front. What on earth is Nikolai doing here? r/evil buildings. Man, I hope that's a subreddit. If not, feel free to start it after the stream. Elliot, my brother-in-law, told me a long time ago, a tower in the Vatican holds all the anger and hatred of the world, and the vault at the top must never be opened. Boy, I don't want to get political here or nothing, but,
What would happen if it was?
They say all that evil and resentment would take root in people's hearts. It would turn them to, like, darkened hearts. Like it would cast a shadow across the hearts of mankind.
you mean everyone would start arguing? It wouldn't just be arguments, you doofus. There's a war on! Oh, hey, can we walk over this man's body to get to that treasure chest? We can't, and that bothers me. I think, oh, can we circle the tower? No. You see that, right? They're taunting you with that chest here. Like, look, Joaquin, grab his legs, drag him out of the obvious opening. If only I could jump. So appropriately, this is, I believe, the layout of the first 2 floors is actually the same dungeon as when we visited with Karen and Nikolai at the start of things. I do not know if that means it's going to have level 1, 10 hit point demon little spirits, or if that has been updated. I guess we'll find out. I think I did that in my first visit too. Just because it's the same dungeon doesn't mean I was paying attention. Oh, it's back close to the entrance. Okay, we will get to find out what the encounters are. We've been surrounded. They're not level 1 Griblies. Man, I love the little ooh, like generic spooky sound effect. What is that? Lemures. Oh, okay. This is straight from the opening of Ghostbusters 2. Swords work. That's right, I'm on all perfects. No strike zone will be missed the entire night. Ring perfect. All the way. Except for those 2. Alright, it was a good plan. Well, it was a plan. I have actually been practicing on the ring a little bit. And abusing the coral pendants to slow it down. Well, these things hit hard, but only because they got an ambush in.
Keep your eyes where they belong.
I mean, it's good Good XP. I mean, about on par with the sewer in Petrograd. Okay. Who... I need to remember that the whole reason I have other party members is so that they can... non-active party members, yes, is so that they can heal effectively for free. And let's go upstairs. See how much worse it gets. Yeah, I little angry. Oh man, little ghost guy dual wielding there with just a rib cage and a shirt. I think it's supposed to be like a body like bound in chains or belts or something, because it's holding its head separate and attacking with it, and that is rad as heck. And, oh yeah, might as well... Yeah, Fight is the new one. I got a new fusion, so may as well show it off. Otherwise, like Lucia, it will never see the light of day. What do we got for special skills? Raise, Blaze we already had, Energy Charge. I'm not sure it's ever worth it. Magma, always fun. Arc Rage, ooh, that's good. That's a second source of that. And Hell Flame. I mean, I've got to know. That is incredibly disappointing for 64 magic. Okay, well, we won't be using that. Fortunately, they're still close enough together to finish up with one. Spin that tuna! Yeah, Joaquim's level 1 spell did more. Alright, we'll try hitting things with the sword for the big fire monster next time, because hitting people with fire, not impressive. Let's see. Oh, since we are in a dungeon, now I don't have a whole bunch of classroom stuff sorted out because we're sort of in an intercessional phase. We'll be end of gear up, we'll be moving over to East Asia. So a lot of the lecture topics will... Oh! Well, they heard my complaints. Ooh, the Bellio crest. And a strike expand. Okay, alright. I feel like I could have stepped over that 3-foot-tall, you know, like, piece of landscaping railing, but, you know, whatever. I won't break the rules and trespass into the tower, which I'm currently raiding in the Vatican. But no, I did want to point out, it was brought to my attention by one of the friends of the channel that I misspoke in the classroom segment of last episode, talking about the Russian front in 1914, the First World War, and the kind of disastrous start that Russia had. I mean, again, no one was doing great in WW1 in 1914. Russia did worse than many. The famous defeat that will be the sort of shocking, like in these front, is the Battle of Tannenberg. Previously, previously I said it was the Battle of Tannenbaum. No, Tannenberg is a forested area on that front. Tannenbaum is a Christmas tree, and the entire Russian Second Army was not destroyed attempting to claim a Christmas tree. Like, I talk smack about them, but not that bad. Dog laser. All right, yeah. Let's see how the sword works. But yeah, when I do make mistakes, and again, this is unscripted. Most of this stuff is coming from memory. So when I do make mistakes in my telling, I will try to correct them as readily as able. Oh, the sword works pretty well. Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. How can we actually? Oh, we can attack any of them with. I mean. We'll be healing before there's a boss. Anyway, Deathtron Hammer.
Don't underestimate me because I'm a woman.
Karen's still very hung up on that. I mean, like, Karen, nobody underestimate you. You have the highest body count in the party. Like, I think far and away. She should have kept the uniform. Then no one would, no one would think twice. Everyone would know she was the business. I mean, it seems safe. Alright. Yeah, wow, y'all spreading out like this. How am I supposed to beat y'all up? Perfect. Okay, okay, can we get this one for one? Let's find out. We're gonna hit with a fish, either way. It survived the fish. Okay, no joke, that might be my favorite enemy design. I kind of love everything about it. By beating up the ghost equivalent of people in wheelchairs. Okay, like, the goat, it's not a wheelchair. The ghost isn't mobility limited. It's floating. It's semi-corporeal. It can go wherever it wants. I think it has a very comfortable chair and has decided to spend eternity in it. Right? And I respect that. What's happening? Whoa! Ring Soul, my dude! You see, look, the Ring Soul is a spirit. It's not in a wheelchair, it just pops up wherever. This is how ghosts work, man. I'm the Ring Soul. The will of the Judgment Ring, the administrator of all fate. Hey, it's doing a spiel again, I appreciate that. Can you be a bit more friendly? Last time you just said your stuff and took off. Let's get to know each other. Here you are. And, the power to command the Judgment Ring, such power will help you carve your way through destiny. See, you're doing it again. You know the rest. What? Okay, I'm off. My wife's waiting. leaving that up there because that might be the thumbnail for the week. We'll find out. Huh? You're married? You got a wife? Are we gonna meet Mrs. Ringsoul at some point? He's married? Unbelievable. Ringsoul got more game than Yuri. What can I say? Okay, we can keep going up. Oh, I should give. Who needs an extra attack? I mean, apart from everyone. Can Karen get up to 5? Hit area numbers. Karen cannot go. Okay, she's stuck at 4. I mean, Anastasia and Geppetto is a waste. We can give Blanca 3. Joaquim. Yep, Joaquim is going to be the winner. And let's juice some of these hit areas. We're gonna have more fights with Gamma coming up. We're gonna need all the oomph we can get. And that last, yeah, he does kind of eat all our strike areas, doesn't he? That's my choice. Okay, that's looking good. That's gonna be a mighty ring. Tim asking the important questions. Is there a Ringsoul Jr.? Right. Is this like a nuclear family? Are they? Does he just do the job as like the arbiter of the Judgment Ring? Like, is this like this is his 9 to 5, right? Like, he goes home. Is it for the benefits? You know, do they have dental or do they have teeth? Is he raising his kid to take over in the business? Like, in the next game, it'll be like, hi, I'm son of Ringsoul. That would not be the strangest thing that happens in the third Shadow Hearts, for the record. Okay. Dog Laser. Yuri, pull up your socks. Oh, that was effective. Yeah, if we want spellcasting, we're just gonna use that one again. That's still on Lemire, huh? Yeah, also, no joke. I'm beating up old man ghosts floating in their favorite easy chairs. That's true. If I could trade Geppetto for a creepy, levitating, sitting in his own floating chair old man ghost, as opposed to our creepy, walking around with an evil puppet old man, proto-ghost, I would do so. I'm not too proud to admit it. What's going on here? This ain't no door. But the door is tightly sealed. You don't say. Yeah, it looks like it's got evil hands grown into it, holding it shut. Super. Thanks, the Pope, making things real easy for us. What are these scales for? Oh man, is there another like esoteric weird dungeon puzzle that I completely forgot about? Okay, yes. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Anyway, we'll sort this out in a moment. But yeah, no. Battle of Tannenberg, August 1914. Really, kind of the wake-up call of, oh yeah, no, we're going to fight this war like our other land wars. Germany is not greatly overperforming. Numbers are pretty close to parity. I think it's about 160,000 Germans and 180,000, give or take, Russian. Germany just has a faster deployment. They're able to leverage their the railroad networks in the eastern part of Germany considerably better than the largely limited, borderline non-existent rail lines in the western parts of Russia. and they're following the Schleifen plan, the rapid deployment lessons learned from the earlier wars of the modern era. You got to be, if you're the first one to deploy, you're gonna win. That's not true, and that will fail utterly on the Western Front, but it holds relatively true in the East. Catastrophic Russian losses, 7 days of fighting, ends up with the encirclement of the Russian Second Army. The casualty numbers are staggering for that point in history. They'll become quaint as the First World War rolls on, but I think it's somewhere between 70 to 100,000 Russian casualties between injured, killed, or captured. It's bad. Germany costs about 30,000. Those are not sustainable numbers.
Anyway, it looks like a machine for weighing things. But you need something to use as a counterweight.
All right, old man, get up there. We're going to use our largest set of scales. If Geppetto weighs the same as a duck, then he is a witch. And we will burn him. And given the firepower of Yerzi's newest fusion, he'll probably be fine. It's a pair of scales. Yeah, okay. If crime's weight balances yellow, execution. Kidnapping is twice as bad as stealing. Dude, kidnapping's way worse than stealing. Arson is 4 times as bad as stealing. Again, like, what are we burning versus what are we taking? Murder is 4 times as bad as kidnapping, thus 8 times as bad as stealing, because that's how math works. And a 3-time arsonist will be executed. Okay, so yellow equals 3 times... Oh my god, what are they doing to me? Alright. Yellow is 3 times... 3 times arsonist is yellow. Yellow is execution. Arson is 4 times as bad as stealing. If stealing has a value of 1, arson is a value of 4. 4 arson is execution, so the cutoff for execution is 4 times 3, so 12 points in this judicial system merits execution. Do I need to burn somebody 3 times? Because I'm pretty sure I've done more than that. And I've stolen a lot of things. Oh, arsonists wait. Okay. Oh, there are weights for the crimes, and I have to, I guess, get it to balance. It's a yellow ingot, so we need to get up to 12. This is just it's an incredibly oblique way to test our math skills. Also, wait, man, yeah, no, I've set some fires. I don't know. I mean, okay, punching Rasputin's Zeppelin, that can't count as arson, right? Like, I didn't start it on fire. I just punched it really hard, and it happened to be filled with flammable gas and munitions. I don't think I'm an arsonist. I'm definitely a thief, definitely a murderer, and... Did we kidnap Anastasia? I mean, initially, kind of. Oh, her parents gave us permission after the initial, so I think we're fine. I asked before using fire magic as Karen. I mean, no, using fire on people isn't arson. That's the much worse crime. Man, there's things I was not prepared to have to suss out in this session. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Course corrected. The difference between the Battle of Tannenberg and the existence of the Tannenbaum, most German of all Christmas trees. However, because I'm a huge nerd, and I'm going to capitalize on my crass mistake from previously, this is as fine an opportunity as I'm going to get to discuss, speaking of World War I and Christmas trees and 1914, this is not as esoteric a segue as it could be. This is the year 1914, topical to Shadow Hearts, that there is the Christmas truce, which is this is a real thing. This actually happens. Christmas rolls around in the trenches, and this is 5 months into the war by that point. Notably, on the Western Front as well, like we think of the Western Fronts in World War I, and it is the picture of it's the trenches, it's the Somme, right? It's Passchendaele, it's these great lines of mud-filled earthworks, and men stuck, packed in like sardines, dodging artillery fire and shrapnel, and having gas masks. Admittedly, poison gas won't be a thing for like another year. Okay, let's review this again. We need to get a 12, but we only have one of each weight. If we had 3 arsonists, that'd be fine. And we've established that arson weighs 4, and we need a 12. Kidnapping is twice as bad as stealing, so kidnapping is a 2. Murder is 4 times as bad as kidnapping. Murder is thus 4 times 2, which is 8. And we've established that arson is 4 times as bad as 1, which is 4 by 1, which is 4. So I guess if we're trying to get to 12, arson plus murder should be 4 plus 8, which should equal 12. If math still functions the same in Shadow Hearts. Shadow math. Arson? Yeah, that's how scales work. And murder. I know zodiacs. I know blood typing. I know basic arithmetic. I am your man for all seasons. But no, anyway, so yeah, no, you picture trench warfare when you picture World War I, and there's a reason for that. But it didn't start out that way. I mentioned just briefly ago the Schleifen Plan, the rapid deployment of German forces when they thought, this would be a short, victorious war. And it was all about rapid, based on timetables, incredibly efficient mobilization using all of the nation's rail network and, rail and trucks, and you don't have to travel with the artillery. It's going to meet you there. Just get the men in the field and get deployed as quickly as possible. And that's what they had been drilled for and practiced, and was very closely managed expectations of deployment schedules. And in the start of the war, wow, that's a bad opener. I should have saved at that save point. Okay, at least they didn't... Ugh. They haven't targeted Joachim, who is in his most fragile form. No dead. Okay. Whew. Alright. Hate that. Don't like anything about it. Let's get angry. And then Karen can use Arc Cure, and we will proceed to go ham. Alright. You ambush me, you better hope the first one knocks me out, evil ghosts of the Vatican. The worst Scooby-Doo episode. Alright, everyone's back in the fight. And stronger than ever! But yeah, so there's what's called the Race to the Sea. The armies of the Entente and of the Alliance attempting to, or the Central Powers in the Entente, excuse me, are trying to outflank each other northwards, going to the North Sea, and then kind of tripping over each other endlessly and can never quite pull off the outflank, and will end up digging in and fortifying everything behind them. And this is how you get the north to south, roughly, country and eventually continent-spanning trench networks and defensive networks. It's from everyone trying to get their army above the other guy to encircle them and destroy them, or force a surrender. Even that... Oh, wait, crap. I did not mean to fuse again. Do I still get my turn? I still get my turn. Okay, I can work with that. Let's get rid of this guy. But yeah, even before there's the race to the sea, there is just the straight-up early war German push on Paris. And they, frankly, come pretty close. Certainly the high-water mark of the war. And that is the Battle of the Marne, Second Marne, where there is what is remembered as the Miracle of the Marne, of the French army kind of caught back-footed with the rapid deployment and surprising mobility of the industrialized Schleifenplan following German military, and they are close to the city of Paris, which is, needs to get its army out into the field and not in the city, because once you're street fighting in the First World War, you've already kind of lost the sauce. Certainly, you've lost the initiative. Can't use your artillery. Have very few advantages, and are going to get encircled, surrounded, and starved out, or forced to surrender. And with typical French esprit de corps, they invented it, or at least they named it. The taxi drivers of Paris, and taxi drivers, delivery drivers, everyone with a vehicle, horse cart, lorry, pedal car, whatever, gets half volunteered, half steps up, for the good of the, for the good of the fatherland. And it's this massive use of the civilian infrastructure of Paris to move the French army to the front, to get them on the field at the Marne. They are able to stonewall the German advance. This is all in 1914. This is in the third month of the war. That is September of 1914. And that is the chance of a fast, a quick and easy, short, victorious war ends at the Marne. It is a slug. It's going to be a slug out after this. What is this lever? Why will I pull it? If you put lever in dungeon. Okay, well that looks good. That looks like that made a bridge for me. Okay, let's see what that did. And maybe we'll have to go back downstairs. Who knows? But anyway, why am I telling you about the Battle of the Marne and Defense of Paris when I was going to be talking about the Christmas truce? Well, this is... Ooh, pure extract. This is early enough in the war, right? This is September 1914. The war's not been going on for too terribly long. And it is only following the successful defense of Paris, and then the subsequent both of the belligerent forces racing northwards to try and get to the ocean, to secure that northern front, and also to carry out encirclement of their opponents. It is only after that then subsequently fails that the reality sets in of, both sides got, heavily built up, heavily fortified positions all the way along the line, and are going to start pouring artillery and munitions into it. And this is, in, relatively short order, going to lead to what we think of as the Western Front of the First World War. Terrible mudfield trenches, poison gas, artillery, etc. But that hasn't quite set in yet. Like, trench warfare has just really started as the de facto modus of the First World War by about the time winter rolls around in 1914. And, I mean, it would be a mistake to say that the conflict is civil. If you have a dark historic sense of humor, check out period-appropriate propaganda works from any of the belligerent nations, because, woo, boy howdy, they're not kind to each other. Okay, so this got me treasure. It looks like the next staircase I actually need to go back down to the ground floor, put it up to the middle. Oh wait, can I move that from here? Well, we're already at the top, so let's lower and let's see what that opens up for us. Because there was, on the middle rank, there was stuff as well. Okay, that pretty much shuts down this floor, but I think that will open up the second floor bridge, in quotes. But yeah, all that is to say that, you know, war is hell, and it still was at the time. But it hadn't quite gotten as bad. So when the Christmas season rolls around and you have, you know, trench lines not too terribly far from each other, this is where you get the very well documented, this is a real thing, kind of spontaneous outbreaks of, I mean, technically speaking, quiet mutiny from the soldiers who were not instructed to stop shooting at each other. They just kind of took a little bit of a break. And that unofficial ceasefire kind of spread, and it is after it's like, oh, okay, they're, you know, snipers aren't taking shots, the machine guns are, you know, are not manned. That is where you start getting the limited cases of combatants from either side, actually like meeting up in no man's land for football games, or to trade gift packages, effectively their food from back home. And this is, I mean, it's charming, it's relatively inspiring, it was definitely mutiny. Okay, this looks like it's at the top already. What happens if we put it at the middle? Alright, what did that... I'm not sure that availed us anything. Let's go back up and check. Because it was already up the top, which is, I would have thought, what we wanted. They head faked me with the weight thing. The real puzzle is this infernal device. But anyway, yeah, this will not be repeated as the war goes on. There's a few small-scale or similar incidences in 1915, the following winter, the next Christmas, of soldiers probably who remembered last year, like, hey, we stopped shooting at each other, and maybe we can take the day off from the war. By that point, there's been an entire year of terrible grinding trench warfare with the advent of things like the walking barrage and poison gas, and things have gotten more horrific. So there is a rather less camaraderie and goodwill towards men. And then by 1916, there's none of it. Like I do not believe there's any large scale reports of these sort of like spontaneous truces. But yeah, it becomes a semi-official thing, at least in 1914, once the brass noticed, hey, the men stopped shooting each other because it's Christmas. What did that accomplish for us? Oh, hang on. So we put the middle rack to the middle. Can I see down there? All right. So we need to get the other. We need to get like the last cage up to the top, because that's what's blocking our way. Interesting. So we still only have. All right, yeah, we're at the top. Middle is currently only an option on the middle floor. Interesting. Okay, gonna try something. It might be silly. I might not have to worry if Disc 2 is going to work. We might be pulling levers in the Vatican all night. Fortunately, we have Dog Laser. Guy hit my dog with a chair. Not okay with that. I don't forgive that.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
That ghost will be busted for the crime of dog hitting. And abuse of a perfectly good chair. Alright, I'll top up the party from Anastasia here. So yeah, this one was set at... Yeah, it was set at top and we moved it to middle. I'm curious what happens if we put this to the bottom. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Okay. So that raised another... Okay, so it lowered a cage with a treasure chest to the ground floor. Which means they've appealed to my inner loot goblin and I must go down and retrieve it. But I think that is going to also open up the top for us. We'll have to play around with one more afterwards. Yuri turned into a big sword guy. It's effective. Yes, give me my loot. Ooh, another crest, okay. Filling in Solomon's Key. I'll actually have to remember to, like, equip those at some point. Stop ambushing me. Yeah, recall that at some point there's an item which makes you immune to, like, getting surrounded at the start of fights. I think it's, like, halfway through Disc 2, however. I'll beat him from a little man in a chair. I can probably get the knockout. His crippling arthritis was no match for my frozen tuna. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit them scales of justice. I think I've probably... Yeah, don't make me sit on that. They ain't got enough weight. Okay, so I feel like this probably wants to be at the top, but just for the sake of argument. That raised up. Okay, I think that cut off our access to the second floor, which is a shame because it definitely raised up something to the third. Let's test that theory. Sure did. Okay. Well, we won't be doing that. Yeah, honestly, this one just open with Karen. She's gonna be able to take away half of them. Alright, alright. Fear of ghosts? None.
Stay out of my way.
That was a good fight. I'm gonna call Karen Koenig, right? Like, we ain't no namby-pamby putting ghosts in a jar or something for Walter Peck to let them out. She's throwing a fiery sword at them and banishing them. I mean, I guess I don't know where. We're already in an evil tower in the Vatican. I assume they just kind of hang out. This is because this is where all the malice in the world is located. Regardless, of all the people using their MP Bart, she's the one doing just the most with it. And wearing the best footwear. too fast.
Justice is always victorious.
I think, yeah, Tim. I think you've got it. Like, I think that's the problem, right? Like, yeah, it's like, well, we're already haunting the Vatican, so they just kind of reform. Okay, well, one of the other cages is already up on 3, and this should let us pass back through, so fingers crossed, this gets us to Nicolai. Because, let's see, I do have some helpfully, submitted, general, I think some of my friends were just, humoring me, grab bag kind of questions for the classroom hours, and like I covered the big topics that I really wanted to. Like I could talk more, obviously, about the state of Russia post, the Tsar and his family being deposed, and the rise, and the immediate shape of the country post Brest-Litovsk and their withdrawal from the First World War. But like, I've also had to been reading up so much on Imperial Japan because, spoiler alert, at the end of at the next disc, we're going to be going to Japan for the narrative. Yuri's old stomping grounds. Well, one of them, and there's so much juicy historical stuff that I'm prepared with lecture topics about kind of the shape of Japan from like 1860 and the rise of the effectively military junta that they have for a government following the restoration. The Shogunate 2.0, just without the man in charge. And that as a reflection of mostly the Opium War, and seeing China be humbled by Western powers. And Japan realizing, hey, they got a whole lot more land and population than we do, so we got to do something about this. Okay. All right. Well, let's put this back up to the top, and hopefully this doesn't move the one on the far side. Yeah. Like, I keep killing the ghosts on one floor, and it sends them to another floor, and they're like, man, that guy. Alright, well, we're fine now. Yes, that did it. Okay. And then I go back down and fight him again, and they're probably more sick of it than I am, right? But for some of our general History Channel inspired questions. Before I forget, because I do like to cite sources where possible. Less published novels this time around than, admittedly, most of the boat-related stuff from Skies of Arcadia. Most of the books I cited were from my library already, but I do want to give major shout-outs to the lecture series put on by Sarah Payne of the United States Naval War College. You can check her out on YouTube. Quite a lot of material covering a whole lot of Western military history, but there's some specific focus on the Russo-Japanese War and early World War I. And a lot of stuff that has come up in the lecture series is from some of that. So check it out. She is a much better presenter than I am, and is more, shall we say, rhetorically honest with presenting both conclusions and counterpoints and rebuttals to arguments. Anyway, great presentations. Check them out. They're free. Dry in the sardonic wit sense, which I know I approve of. History needs more of that. But from the sort of general, we watched the History Channel and had opinions question set, one roughly phrased as, "Were machine guns really that bad?" And I love that question without context. Of we're talking about the shape of, you know, ooh, we might get lucky. Okay, if I can get to the save point. This is Nikolai. He's in for a bad day. You'll see why shortly. I can see why now. But yeah, machine guns. Really that bad? So, what? How? Yeah, we got Grand Papillon, boys. He has returned from touring the world. International man of mystery, defender of truth, and friend to all children. Grand Papillon has rejoined the battle. And like that's great for us, and bad for Nicholas Conrad. But we only get 2 fights with Joachim and Grand Papillon, and this is the first of them. There's a save point right there. Anyway, Deathtron Hammer.
Grand Papillon, champion of truth and justice.
Heck yeah, flex for the camera. You've earned it, and it needs it. Okay, save point. No random encounter in the 12 feet between the save point and the door. Come on, fingers crossed. Give me all your positive vibes. Do it for Alice. You remember Alice? There's a story about Alice. Yes, look at his rippling muscles.
Well,
That's good timing.
it's been a long time.
Rasputin is dead now.
Yes, I know. But what of it? He was never your true enemy anyway.
Nikolai, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you after?
That's a reasonable question, man. Don't laugh it off. Monologue at me, son.
This vault is filled to overflowing with the hatred, malice, and despair of the countless souls who have perished here. What if all that malice were to be suddenly released?
Yeah, what if?
It would creep into the hearts of people all over the world. All their petty, paltry vices would become magnified, warped into bitterness, anger, and envy. Don't you see? Men will slaughter each other like cattle to get ahead. Yes, the 21st century will be a time of unprecedented conflict and bloodshed.
How can you?
Very easily. Do you think you can stop me, Yuri?
Yeah.
What I want to do is to crush you. The man who beat Cardinal Albert Simon, who endured the mistletoe's curse, who refused to bend before Rasputin. If I can't destroy you, I'll never be able to forgive myself.
Oh, he turned off the laser containment grid. Oh, that's bad.
Aren't they beautiful? Perfect balls of negative energy. Godslayer, Pandora's box has been reopened. These unfettered bundles of malice will infect the world forever. You can try your best, but no matter how much you fight, the age of darkness is nigh!
Fast! Come on!
Join me in appreciating the absolute bop that is going on right now. Unique boss themes, I love it. They happen so infrequently. This is... I'm glad I'm not on camera. I'm jiving in my chair here. I look a damn fool. All right, yeah, okay. So turns out Appointed Tower, Stealth Ghostbusters reboot, and boy howdy, this one escalated quickly. This got really out of hand. Let's go ahead and get distracted when the lyrics kick in. That's so good. Anyway, let's get Arc Rage up. Let's buff. Karen will hit us with Arc Gale. Yuri's just gonna hit things. I think, yeah, I can get Arc Shield with Guardian and go absolutely blotto on buffs, just to style on Nikolai a little bit. Okay. Well, I was gonna say we're not gonna. Okay, I won't be able to. I can't use buff magic in a combo. It'll break it. But Karen can just go last, and yeah, that's fine. It'll come out in the wash. These won't be the biggest numbers. Doesn't matter. We got Arc Rage. Let's punch him. Okay. Also, his Demon Lord form. By the way, Nikolai was possessed by Astaroth. We mentioned that. Remember Astaroth? This is a story about Astaroth. Like, he just looks like a gribbly demon man. He doesn't have that whole human anatomy meets the other human anatomy that Rasputin had going on. Grand Papillon has an important question for you. Anyway, Deathtron Hammer. No, the important question to one Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. You still want to be supervillain? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna regret not going directly to haste. It's gonna cost me a round, but I just gotta. I just gotta keep the combo going. We'll get Gale next time. Meteor Fall? Oh! Heat Beam Eye Blast. Okay. Woof. So... problematically, we wanted Karen to use Gale, and she also has Arc Cure. So, Blanca will heal thyself. Good dog. And we will kind of comically use our giant demon mode with Yuri as an impromptu cleric to heal Karen with an item. Now everybody's at full, and that frees her up to use Arc Gale. Almost. Not perfect, close enough. Oh, you ain't gonna like next round, buddy. And that's why we shield Karen. Okay, if I'm reading... Alright, we have... Yeah, we got a free activation... Well... Alright, Yuri... Silly enough, Yuri is going to heal again because he has another activation before Karen comes up, so he can join the big combo. And hopefully it will be a big combo. Alright, this is risky. This is a silly thing that I'm knowingly doing, but I have a good feeling about it. Anyway, the only possible opener, Deathtron Hammer. While he's up in the air, we'll get him that Soul Comet. And follow just with plain old fisticuffs. New record! Kinda little and kinda late there, Nikolai. I love you, buddy, but, Also, that was special defense, not physical defense. So, Okay, we will reapply Rage. Eh, 151. It might have been better to use just basic attack, but that gives us a higher combo score for following up with basic attacks. I think probably still the correct choice. Certainly it's the one I made. You don't hit my dog? That ain't cool. All that's left to do. Does he get the dignity of Deathtron Hammer? No. I'm sorry, Nikolai. You're getting KO'd with a frozen tuna fish.
The final battle is still to come.
You're not wrong, Joaquin. Ooh. 45 hits, got a Oh, nice, nice, nice. Cosmic Bracelet, Galahad's Sword. Been a while since Karen got an upgrade. We are flush with cash and with soul. I like everything about this. Except where all the malice of the Vatican got released into the world to corrupt the hearts of men. That I'm ambivalent towards.
I suppose that I am beaten, even with the power of Astaroth. Time to finish it.
Karen, shoot him. Carondo, how'd you get here? Okay, well, thanks for plugging the containment unit back in.
Ew.
Kato.
Oh, Kato, excuse me, not Carondo.
In the name of the
Spoilers.
Emperor, I'm taking this man under my protection. I do not wish to fight you. Please leave.
No way.
If this man is truly next in line to the Tsardom of Russia, then as an allied country, we cannot simply let you kill him.
He really isn't.
Look at those. Do you have any idea what those are going to do?
It was you who let it happen. The malice is already invading the people's hearts. It's too late for them. Taking this person's life is not going to change anything.
It'll keep him from doing it again.
Stay out of this.
Yuri!
I'm going back to the capital. Your war is over now. Look for another way to live. Farewell.
You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Oh. I wasn't gonna let him walk out of here, but he didn't walk. Those JoJo posing henchmen of yours, I ain't scared. I killed weirder for that than that getting up here. Okay, please place disc 2 in the disc tray. Well, we're gonna see how well the switchover of quote-unquote discs work, so hold, please. I can't crib off the Josh. Check out Let's Game It Now. He's a cool dude. Anyway, let's exit and see what happens. Okay. Full screen. Okay, it says it loaded. A ruse group. They still owe us money. All right. Nautilus, how you do? Yes, yes, yes. Opening crawl, we've seen it.
"3 months after Nikolai released the pent-up malice of a pointed tower.
Alright, so good so far.
The war's brutality escalated quickly with the use of chemical weapons.
Those are World War II era tankettes. Those are not WW1 tanks.
But the battlefield changed,
and those were not 3 months after
with both
1950.
sides becoming more and more entrenched.
Seems fine. Yeah, seems fine.
Meanwhile, Yuri and his friends followed Special Agent Kato back to Japan to stop Nikolai, now possessed by Astaroth. And so, the stage shifts to the east.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Yuri rocking that shirtless look. I'm here for it. We have a new world map now. All of our previous locations are temporarily unvisitable. We are going to be in Japan for a little while. In the closing act of the game, it will reopen up the Western Europe map again for all the side quest hunting, including the Glorious Man Festival. More on that later. For now, though, we have one choice: a brick warehouse in Yokohama. And Tim is trying to trigger me, saying tank is tank. Man, you know better. May 1915 is not when we were getting tanks on the Western Front, and it wasn't those tanks that they showed when they were.
How is he?
He's sleeping, but I don't think he's getting any better.
We've come all the way to Japan, and yet there's nothing we can do.
What if he dies on us?
Thank you, Lucia.
Why do you always have to say things like that?
Oh, come on. Show me somebody that's in danger of dying from seasickness.
This guy.
He was fine in the airship.
He's an odd one, all right.
That stupid airship didn't have any oomph anyway. It wasn't my fault.
But you were the one that crash-landed the ship.
It's called an emergency landing. Anyway, there was a cute little mother and baby bear. I wanted to see them.
Well, Roger is probably
Yes.
still fixing it, surrounded by those bears.
Deep in the woods of Hokkaido.
Yeah, he may already be dead.
Yes, diegetic reason that the map is closed off despite our nuclear-powered airship.
Seem to have all gotten kind of down.
Anastasia crashed the nuclear-powered airship.
You're right.
Anyway, we don't have any reason to think that he's dead.
Besides, there's nothing we can do. Let's just take it easy until Yuri is back on his feet.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice somber little music here. That, I believe the seasickness bit... Ooh, we got a kimono. We got a dandy kimono. That is a holdover from the first Shadow Hearts that Yuri cannot deal with boats. That I think that was briefly alluded to in the initial crossing over from Le Havre to Southampton in this game. But so we got it's just the dog in me here. Let's have a quick look at those new crests we got, since Blanca does do a bit of our casting. Oh, wait, I was like, why don't we have the list? We don't have the inventory because Yuri is apparently the one carrying the entire inventory and he is sick. Okay, that's cute. I can't be angry about that. I really like this new overworld theme. I don't know how long this sticks with us, but it's a pleasant change.
I know we've got to take it easy, but we can't sit around here forever. We've got to find out where that envoy went.
Well, he said he was going to the capital, so...
Come on! It's our first time in Japan. Everything's so new and exciting.
We were dead lucky to get that boat from Hakodate. Otherwise, we'd still be stuck in Hokkaido. Joaquin is capable of flight on his own, for the record.
Hey, Blanca, stop wandering around and get some rest.
Am we already checking with Kara?
Looks like we're the only two that are really worried about Yuri. Right, Blanca?
I mean, Blanca gonna wander off into the street and look for dogs to beat up. Blanca's looking for samurai to beat up. We're moving up in the world. Oh. Young swordsman with no MP has joined the party. Whoa. His ring is too fast. You know, they've got guns. Taking those bullets like a champ, though. Okay, that first strike comes real quick. I don't like that at all. This man has been shot 75 times since the battle began. $90.
Can't afford to lose now.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've done some paintballing. If you shot me with 90 paintballs in a minute, I don't think I don't think I could swing a sword. Like, I think that would be debilitating enough. Certainly, if I'm wearing a kimono, he ain't exactly got layers.
I can't afford to waste time here.
Blanca's obviously going to help because Blanca's a good dog. Those bullets did a lot more damage to Blanca. Also, don't quote... Well, no, okay, no. Self-loading firearms and submachine guns existed in 1915. I can safely say they were not standard issue for anyone's military, much less the Japanese military of the time, who barely got in on that action on the large scale, even in in WW2. But okay, if I'm gonna forgive a nuclear-powered airship, I'll let them have the SMGs. More of them. Yeah, straight cut a man in half vertically. I mean, I guess should I be nice and actually heal this kid? He's still fine. He's taking it like a champ.
Better luck next time.
Well, we got an old creepy puppeteer, now we got a young swordsman. We're doing good. Who are you? And why do I expect a wolf in the street to answer that question intelligibly? Okay, actually, Shinto. Shinto is a perfectly valid reason to expect a wolf that jumps into a fight to speak to you. Oh, there's no time. I've got to get going. Going where? I mean, I'm not. You know what? It's weird if a wolf just gives you clothing in the street. Oh, Vivid Tunic dyed with red and purple. An area near Kyoto. Mothers spent several years making these for their sons coming of age from this. Oh yeah, that's much better than a dandy's kimono. Look the part, get the part, or something like that. So the young swordsman. This is Karando. He is our final party member. And unlike Anastasia Romanov, he's killing people with a sword. Not this way. Well, then give me something to work with, kid. Chest and a save point. Cool. Ooh, dog upgrades. That's a nice upgrade. It's been Blanca has gotten a little bit long in the tooth, if you'll forgive the horrific pun. So I like that. I like that. Well, we are in the back half of the game, so we can go ahead and update those save files. And now there's no going back. Over here? Oh, okay. Master! Why did I yell like this when I stopped moving? Dude, slash the man in the back. Come on. It's a street fight.
So, is it over?
Yes.
It's all right. Corando has removed the threat of the bandits.
Uh-huh. Are you hurt?
The Akage military? Those bandits? Oh, we got another princess on payroll.
Who is this?
I don't know. He just appeared out of nowhere to help me out.
An unusual benefactor, I'd say. He certainly does look like a smart one.
Yes.
Thank you. What's your name, boy? Okay, you're white. So I'll call you Snowball.
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
They do not use Blanca for physical comedy nearly enough.
Here. Don't you think so?
You should be careful. Our enemies will try to strike at you. While you're away from the capital, you'll be vulnerable.
I think we're safe enough. After all, we've got you, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Still, how very rude of them, don't you think? They could at least let a man visit a graveyard in peace.
Well, shall we go? The inn is just over there.
Yes.
You have my gratitude for saving us.
So long, Snowball.
Might have to maul a child before this is over. They're littering. They must be mauled. Oh, Yuri's still alive. Okay. Do we have our... Oh, we still got Grand Papillon for like one more fight. That's cool. I'm still glad we had it for... Nikolai. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. Oh, we got 124. Holy sword stained with the blood of Astaroth. How did it get Astaroth's blood on it? Astaroth was using it. Sir Galahad's, excuse me, beloved weapon, a holy item transformed into a cursed relic after being stained by the blood of the fallen angel. That would do it. I mean, I don't know about giving her a cursed sword, but I like that numbers go up, so we're gonna risk it. And oh yeah, I wanted to check that bracelet, the cosmic bracelet that we got. Zodiac is petrification and paralysis. That's great, and cosmic is everything else. Okay, cool. So with those and a whatever the one is for the ring, we could become totally immune to status effects at the cost of literally everything else. It might come to that. Okay. No one can wear the kimono other than Corando. Are you okay? You still don't look too good.
Did you die? Once we leave here, we're practically in Yokohama. We might get some information about that Gato guy.
You finally come to. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, I'm worried that you crashed our airship and left Roger Bacon, old man, sorry, Lenny Sr., trapped and surrounded by bears. Oh, bears that we've established have cubs, making them the most dangerous kind of bear. Nobles. So you can move around now. Okay, we'd better get moving then. We'll go crazy just hanging around here.
Oh, thank goodness you're alive.
Yeah, she was measuring me for a casket this whole time. Huh? Where's Blanca?
Yeah, he came back late last night carrying something. Yeah, that's right. A comb or something.
What does a wolf need with a comb?
Good point. Well, maybe it was for his girlfriend. What? What? No way.
Lucia's like, I'm the queen bee around here. If there's lady wolves, they're gonna have to go. So, the real question, as I wander around looking for things to steal in the streets of Yokohama, like some kind of incredibly ugly Westerner, is, where are Gerard and Pierre Marchemel? Categorically, yes, Blanca is the most successful party member in this regard. And apparently the Ring Soul, happily married, who knew? Again, like, everybody got more game than Yuri. Yeah, what about you, dude?
We get tobacco and liquor coming in here from overseas, sometimes contraband too. Gotta keep a close eye on these things.
Yeah, random strangers. You want me to, like, deliver you things or sell you some weird stuff I'm carrying? Maybe need me to, like, break a curse in your family? Are you all lottery members? You in the hat. What's your story? He broke his brother's teacup. So if I find a teacup, I'll know to come back to this random child in the streets of Yokohama. Norco is sightseeing the warehouse district. Now, I've never been to Yokohama, but I think you could probably see nicer parts of the city than that. Still, I'm not going to be an ugly American. Well, Yuri's not American, so... This small building in front of you is warehouse number 1. Number 2 is the long building back there. Man, is there going to be some skill challenge about, like, were you paying attention to the numbering of the warehouses in Yokohama? There probably is. Well, I guess let's duck back to where there was that altercation with that very polite man and the princess. And I will try to steal everything that isn't nailed down. Oh, no, nothing here. I guess we can leave the zone? Can't get up there. Oh, yeah, that's back to where we came. Okay, I guess we go out in the street and see where things take us. We're still a little bit before time here. Let's see if we can catch up with, you know, with the plot. See what Kato's up to. Why he's kill-stealing. He didn't even have the decency to kill Nikolai. He just stole him. Oh, there we go. That's who was doing the kidnapping in a point. Alright, so we started in the warehouses, and now we're in Yokohama streets.
Oh, he's here! He's here! Blanca! Snowball!
Princess!
I watched you get shot 90 times.
Look out!
Immediately back to like the somber the pleasant overall music.
I owe you all a great deal of thanks.
How you
Really,
figure,
it's
man?
nothing. But doesn't he need to go to the hospital?
He's fine. He may be thin. But don't worry, he's extremely tough.
Can confirm.
Was that your daughter that was kidnapped?
Yes,
We've got to go save her.
I want nothing more than for her to return. But she is an important hostage, so I'm sure they will do nothing to harm her.
Don't you think he seems kind of calm considering what happened?
Shh. He'll hear us.
Don't worry, he's probably hard of hearing anyway.
I'm old, but I am not deaf, little lady. Not yet.
I am,
Anastasia can be an ugly enough tourist for all of us.
I'm fine. Please don't be concerned about me. Master, these people.
These are the ones that brought you here when you were hurt.
Oh, I see. Thank you. I owe you all my life.
Oh, really? It was nothing. It was our pleasure. You.
Ow!
Oh,
Anyway, we thought you died back there.
I thought you were seasick.
Yeah.
There is dangerous work ahead. You've already done much to help. You needn't get further involved.
Well, maybe not. But I think you know the people who took your daughter, don't you?
That's true, but it would be wiser for you all to keep away from this. It's not your concern.
I'm afraid we can't do that.
And why is that?
My partner. I mean my pet wolf. The one that chased after the car.
You mean Snowball?
Snowball?
Yeah, that's him.
you mean Blanca, don't you?
Oh.
That wolf. He saved us last night, too.
You see? We can't just forget about him. Huh?
Oh,
The dog's fine. Dog's smartest member here.
Snowball.
Blanca!
It ate the child. All that's left is the comb.
It's the princesses.
You found their secret hideout, boy? I guess it's decided then.
Shall we accept their assistance?
Yes.
This carnival sideshow armed band of random do-gooders, including another princess and a 7-foot-tall vampire wrestler. Yeah, no, let's yeah. We wouldn't want their help. We wouldn't want to impose. Mysterious old man. I can't help but notice we haven't introduced ourselves yet. No good comes from worry. I suppose I've just got to believe in you all and wait. No, you need to get strapped and go rescue your daughter. Gun, knife, sharp stick. Come on, old man. Oh, he's randomly at a soul drop in here. Okay, I'll take another level 3 fusion. Why you got that? That can't be legal.
A black car just passed here headed for the port, going at a hell of a pace.
Cool. You the traffic monitor, kid? Kendo, the old boar.
He never lets up, huh? Guess it goes on Tokyo Bay will dry up.
I was worried about it being an obnoxious tourist. Fortunately, all the locals will be just as weird.
Kidnapped in the broad light of day.
Good read, Velma. Come here to buy some tea leaves. A lot of foreign goods coming to the port. Okay, well, before I get too far away, let's make sure to use that save point. Port here opened up 50 years ago. The whole town's turned western, losing our Japanese culture. What Commodore Perry and his, shall we say, liberal ideas of laissez-faire capitalism will be one of our forthcoming lecture topics, so I won't dive into it now. Oh, right. The dungeon is the battleship Mikasa. We're not going there just yet. Let's finish exploring Yokohama. It's a fairly large zone. And I remember that dungeon. That will be the next episode. Possibly all of it. Oh, yep, there they are. I knew I'd find them if we kept looking. Coco's just back from France. Very particular about her perfume. I don't care about your perfume. The world's getting more and more dangerous. All people talk about is war. I heard America might drop its neutrality and join the war since German U-boats sank its luxury liner, Lusitania. Not ours. Just had Americans on board. Oh, another ring soul already. That's really fast back to back. Hey, ring soul, how's the wife? Possibly kid? I'm the ring soul, the will of the judgment ring, the administrator of all fate. How's your wife? Yeah! Yuri being sociable for once. What? Your wife? How's she doing? You mentioned her last time, right? I did? Yeah. I can see your future. I entrust this to you. Hey, I asked you a question. You know the drill. What? Okay, time to go. Can't put in any overtime today. Yeah, who's employing him? So many questions. This is a deep and troubling mystery. And why do all of the alleys in every direction lead back to the port? Okay. Let's check in with the Majamels. Then we'll have a quick look at ring setup. See if we can level out Karando a little bit. Ropin Matsu, the medical student. Last year, typhoid and plague were rife in Tokyo. More than 1,000 people died. Considerably more than 1,000 people died. But you know, all good and worried about what's going on overseas. Gloomy Masumi doesn't want to go to school. She does not like the Western clothing at the Western-styled academies. I can well commiserate based on expectation. Who's this absolute yahoo? Ah, Country Bumpkin.
Dad wasn't kidding me. This really is the city.
Snacking Hoshino. Cake, curry rice, sukiyaki. You'll get fat. Oh, the cheerful man again. Okay, well, let's check in with the Majamels, then we'll hit up the save point. And oh wait, oh, there's a treasure. They're trying to hide a treasure chest on me. Oh, how they tried. Gonna have to spend some time looking over crests too. I think I got like 4 of them in this session. Okay, Karando. Okay, Karando has officially joined the party. He has no magic potential. That's not gonna get. You're not gonna get very far in life, kid. So he is. As we get more hit areas, I believe if we had more attack boosts, I think Karando can actually get up to 6. I believe he is actually the most potent physical fighter because he has no magic potential whatsoever. But most importantly, can we get some hit areas on that first zone so it does not immediately vanish? Yeah, okay. And let's check his equipment. I think we have a spare coral. If not, the marshmallows are standing right there. I'm not going to take away his loin guard. I'm forgetting the name of the traditional samurai wrap for that, but I'll remember it when I'm not trying to. Yeah, okay, got him a coral. Much better. Much easier. And let's see what the Majamel boys have for us. How you doing over here? Any other hidden treasure chests? Check behind the banner. Check behind the banner for gay porn. Mr. Doctor. Well, we're required to examine that. Because we'll be giving it away soon. The silver-haired gynecologist, Dr. Oliver. An excellent doctor, but his nurses frown on his policy of getting as naked as his patients. Okay, if your gynecologist is expecting you to get, like, properly naked, that's not a great gynecologist. They should be covered up, have a sheet, one of those little hospital gowns. Maybe they did things differently in 1915. Well, I'm sure they did. Hey, creepy man. What are you guys doing here? This is Japan. You know that, right? Oh, the gold reception. And we came all the way along the Silk Road to join you. You traveled here over land? Yeah, well, they brought their wagon, didn't they? They brought their carriage, yeah. You're stalking us. Come on, hands in pockets. What do you want to buy? Can't let the money I spent on gas getting here go to waste. Yeah, no, I can only imagine. We took a nuclear airship most of the way here, and it was still expensive. Alright, get some roots. I don't know that we'll need pure root. We're okay for spirit points, or soul points, but it never hurts to help. New weapons. They're trying to get me to splurge, he said while actively selecting. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use the whole party in the next dungeon, as I recall, so congratulations, Geppetto, you actually get an upgrade. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open to see if there's something for Joaquin to steal. We got the tuna just before the Eider Flam, so it might still be current. We'll find out. Upgrades. That's a nice new katana. Hakama pants. And a couple more kimonos. We'll have to go back all through the equipment later. And let's get another one of those just in case, because again, I think we are going to have to field everybody. Make sure we have enough. All right, and let's fail the discount, which would otherwise save us 29 grand. Whew! Skin of the teeth. Okay. A bunch of points and a bunch of money. All right, we will... it's late. We'll deal with equipment next time. We got a new card for me. What kind of dress should we make? Do we need fire? We've got wind, we've got light, we've got... maybe dark.
Presenting the latest creation from my 1915 Pierre Machemet collection. I call it Dark Beauty.
That's actually tasteful and not creepy on his standards. Alright, best we're gonna do. Okay, we are kitted out. Start of next session will be a little more bookkeeping. We'll get equipment assigned, get those crests, checked out, see what Karando's deal is, and then we are raiding a Imperial Japanese battleship, which is just a thing that you can do as Westerners. No one's going to look closely at you during a time of war, during the First World War, which Japan was involved in, and we'll have a lot more Classroom Hours about that. As well. For now, welcome to Disc 2, welcome to Yokohama. And that is going to be it for the evening. So, thank you all for joining. Remember to stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as ever, my petit papillon, I will see you in the next one.